You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Chronicans, welcome to or welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Alanna.
And I can't wait to do the very first episode of Floor's Coffee Questions and Answers. And the first episode is called The Year That Changed Everything.
Ooh, I'm really looking forward to hearing about Floor's year that changed everything. I can't wait to start this new series with all of you. This is going to be epic.
With FloorJansen having something new coming down her channel, we thought it'd be a good idea to kind of read in the description what she has in store for us. And in case any of you haven't seen this, now we all can get the behind the scenes knowledge. Okay, so welcome to the very first episode of my new series, Coffee, Questions, and Answers. So cool. Coffee, Questions, and Answers is a heartfelt and intimate series where we share a cup, life's highs and lows, and the simple joy of connecting over a warm brew. Sorry, we have cold stuff right now. Our apologies. This past year has been nothing short of extraordinary. From welcoming our beautiful baby girl Lucy, welcome Lucy, that's amazing, to releasing my debut solo album Paragon and wrapping up Nightwish's world tour. It's been an incredible journey. Amid these amazing moments, I also face a major challenge: overcoming cancer. Yeah, wow, very true. Thank you all for the constant love and support. Let me know how you like your coffee in the comments below, and let's raise our mugs together in this new series. Also, you can watch the extended edition, which is 20 plus minutes, on FloorWorld for members only there, which I highly suggest that you should do. And you also can join her fan club and become a member. Without further ado, let's jump right into Coffee, Questions, and Answers.
That was such an intense write-up because with how amazing Floor is, I actually forgot that she even went through cancer because she doesn't let it stop her for anything. So no wonder this is the year that changed everything, because it was a tough year. It was an amazing year. It was a fascinating year. It was everything that you could ever imagine all at once. So no wonder this is what she decided to do for her community, her fans,
so cool,
herself, right? To be able to have this Coffee, Questions, and Answers as a moment to bring everyone together and be able to talk about the challenges that took place and also the beauty that came from it.
Yeah, and if you guys don't like coffee like me, let me know what your choice of drink is as well. Mine's pop, maybe yours is tea or something. But I know next time I do like tea as well, so I'll bring something warm next time. Looking forward to see when the next one comes out as well. Maybe this is going to be a monthly or a weekly thing. We do not know. But the year that changed everything is upon us.
Quite the year it has been. I mean, obviously I had a baby. Great to have little Lucy into this world. A Paragon album, my first solo album, came into this world. We did a world tour with Nightwish. We finally got to finish that post-pandemic and decided to stop touring for a while. So we actually played our last shows for a while. Not to mention I got cancer. I got too tired. We moved into a new house. Lots and lots have happened, so let's talk about that. Little Lucy, she's looking at me right now as I'm drinking coffee with you. She just woke up from a little nap. She's 8 months old already. Can you believe that? I mean, time just... It's incredible. Last year, exactly a year ago, I was very, very round, still doing shows, trying to pull everything off with her in my belly. Crazy year it has been, really. Yeah, just like that, she was there, this tiny, tiny creature. As a mother of 2 now, I thought I kind of knew what was going to happen, and partially you do actually know. And you remember, and this. But you forget how tiny, tiny, tiny they are. I guess...
Yeah, I forget how tiny the baby is too, where our son Oliver is now 16 months old, but I want to ask you, like, you know what performing is like, not to the level of Floor, but where you're at right now, even trying to get on a reaction, let alone doing like concerts and stuff, how much toll that would take on you.
Oh my goodness. It's like, because I am currently 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And I am not in as good of health as Floor is
Right.
either with that. So that does take a huge account. But regardless, like the amount of fatigue that you go through, that you're constantly fighting through, it's almost like a fog. And there's also like the dizziness and different things like that that just kind of happen as the baby's growing, you know?
Yeah.
You get a little
Sporadically, too.
lightheaded here and there, you get fatigued, you get a little dizzy, you know, then suddenly you're too hungry and you're trying not to, you know, like, you know, there's a lot. So it's insane to know that she was performing that round and still going out and still
Yeah.
doing all these things that she loved and still being that active. And that is such a difficult thing to go through. And then on top of it, just coming back from battling cancer and everything else that her body was going
You
through at the
needed the
same
break
time.
because someone like Floor
Yeah.
only goes all in. That's
Only
all
goes
she
all in.
can do, and kind of the band themselves too. So maybe they all really needed time to recoup and gather. Like, we know they signed the nuclear blast deal and all that too. So there's a big future for moving ahead, right?
Absolutely. And then on top of Nightwish, she had Paragon that just came
Yeah.
out as well.
Her first
So,
baby for her solo work. It's incredible.
It's incredible everything that she's achieving. And she is so right about being a mother a second time around, because Oliver is your first, but he's my second.
Yeah.
And so when you're a parent the second time around, like she said, she's like, you think you're going to remember these things and know it. And in a way you do, but it's also so new and different.
Everyone's
and there are
different
things you
too.
forget. And like between Avery and Oliver, that was 12 years for me. That was a 12-year gap between my first and second. But there are so many things that you forget that are all brand new that just come back to you like a whoosh.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my goodness, that breath.
This is incredible, and that's what she wanted. She wanted to have conversation, so that's what we're having, and that's how stimulating she is with her thoughts.
She really is.
There was a lot of distraction for me too. This came right in between touring, making the first solo album, making Paragon. I have it here with me. Forever proud of this first album. It made the fight extra worthwhile in that sense. Like this album is really an empowering one. Finally being able to tour with Nightwish. I know I'm jumping from one thing to another a little bit, but they're all quite entwined for me because the cancer came right in the middle of this postponed Human Nature World Tour. I found out 2 weeks before I was supposed to come to South America a few days before the tour there, that I had cancer. I had no idea what to do with it more than, okay, this needs to be out of my body. That's the first and only thing you can think about. Now I know that it's in there, I want it out. And they kind of would have done that on the spot if there wasn't a long travel ahead of me to South America. So we planned it the day after I landed back from that tour. It felt like I'm losing all control over everything. The control over my health, the control over my future. It was definitely difficult times for me. But once again, there, the audience and also my band really helped me to pull through and to make the tour as good as possible, given the stress of, the physical aspect. Yeah, a tough cookie, definitely a tough cookie.
Wow.
From there, we rolled into the new year, and all of a sudden,
Just everyone, give her a little round of applause for what, because of y'all too, that's what she's saying, is like that's what motivated her through it and
Keep
continuing on. And like this is one of her darkest moments she was going through too.
just like that, the dark clouds, and I got pregnant. And I still had ahead of me with Nightwish, with the release of this album, with the tour I was gonna do solo. Okay, I'm gonna do that with a baby in my belly now. Oh my God. Challenge accepted. And so there we went. And I look back to it as an absolute challenge, but also the best of all worlds combined. I was able to still pursue my solo ambitions, make the tour with Nightwish as good as possible, carry my child in a healthy way. Also there you guys were, all the time. Every show, especially with the solo shows, it was so great to get to meet you, to talk, to share, but also online. And sometimes, you know, silence is also means a lot. The fact that I know that I can take a step back when I have to. You guys are there with me. Yeah, that's why I like to drink coffee with you guys. Thank you.
Whenever you're ready. Wow, she's so intelligent. It's actually incredible. I never thought of someone saying it that way, where it's like, the things that you said in silence were so important for me, and that you allowed me to be in silence, and I don't have the doubt that I can take time away from that, because when you become like this entity that FloorJansen is, obviously she's a human, but then there's everyone in the meta that wants to associate with her too. But the fact that all these connections, it's still what's helping her move forward. And I'm sure the solo concerts when she was doing those meet and greets must have been the most for her, because they're really coming for her music now too.
Yeah, it's like we're here for Floor, not just for Nightwish, but we're here for Floor.
No kidding,
we're here
right?
to see what you put out. We're here as your support, I don't know what the name for FloorJansen's fan base
Even
is.
the FloorWorld.
But the FloorWorld. We're here for FloorWorld.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, it's time for a refill. How are you with your coffee? How do you like your coffee, by the way? Because I'm a sucker for black coffee. No milk, no sugar.
What do you?
I was getting double.
Double. There you go.
Double.
A bit oily, dark, strong black coffee. I like espressos too. And of course I can do an occasional cappuccino just because it sounds fancy. But I would love to know how you drink your coffee. I'm not a big fan of Irish coffee though. I love whiskey and I love coffee, but just a combination that really did it for me. But let us know, write down in the comments what you drink for coffee, and next time we can share that. Or maybe you have recommendations, something that I might have never tried.
Recently, because I haven't been able to drink coffee as much as I used to. I used to drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
I slowly stopped drinking coffee because you also don't drink coffee, so I don't have that person that I go and drink coffee with all the time. Like
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Dad.
Yeah.
And so I slowly definitely stopped. I don't even have a coffee pot in my house anymore. And now I've been drinking a lot of like cold brew coffee.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So that's kind of where it's changed for me, is I'm no longer into the hot coffee and I'm doing my
Especially as it warms up too, I'm sure that changes a lot of people, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't drink coffee, but I love my iced coffee, that's for sure.
The ultimate me time, the time I spend thinking about nothing else than that's when I go out to horses. It sort of forces me into that singular focus. It's often repetitive tasks that have a direct result, which makes me feel good. In this new stables, I met great other horse lovers, so I can actually have a conversation about horses that other people also appreciate, because not everybody's into horses like me. Fair enough. So that's super nice. And if you're into horses and you want to drink coffee with me and talk horses, hey, I'm totally up for it, because I can go on about this for a couple hours more. Cheers. I think we have cool ideas coming up, but of course, we'd like to hear what you think and what you've been missing or what you would like to know more about. So let us know that. I'm looking forward to more coffee with you guys, at least. Speaking of time, as we now went through, this year, time itself. It's an interesting thing how fast it can be, how slow it can feel like. During the pandemic, it felt like time would just crawl. And post-pandemic, it feels like it just... And then it's the next day, it's the next week. I know I'm not the only one thinking, is it 23, 24? Shit, what year are we in? It goes so quickly. So
was there any of you that said the year that changed everything? Was there any of you that was like, does she mean 2023 or 2024 or 2022?
I'm like, what year is it? There've been a lot of
or was it just me?
years.
Sounds like it was just me.
Time itself would be something. I would love to sit down with you guys for a next episode of some coffee time here in this little coffee corner. Be well, be healthy, stay tuned, more to come. Have a good cup of coffee or whatever you like to drink for next time. I hope to see you again. Take care. Bye.
Nice. I like that little logo thing there.
I like the logo. That's a very cool logo.
That was a lot of fun, unexpected, in a good way. Like, you never know what Floor's thinking, and the wizardry of her mind is on display on these type of things, with the way that she can relax you, bring you into her home in that little corner, lets you know this is going to be coming. There's going to be a lot more of this coming, and we want interaction with you. She gives you something to comment with. So she actually knows how to use social media very well, on top of being just a genuinely awesome person. You get to hear the baby too and all that. That's incredible.
I loved that you can like hear the baby a little bit, and she's like, "This is like my daughter. What was her name?
Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah.
And she's here. She's looking at me right now, and you kind of hear the babbling, but it's still in with that amazing, like, just that guitar.
Yeah, it's the gentle picking.
It's such a gentle picking. It's a gentle moment.
Yeah.
Very intimate. It actually, I'm going to be honest, her style that she portrays, it feels like an interview, but it also reminds me a lot of, like, I watch a lot of, like, mom channels.
Yeah, true.
And it, like...
It's a vlog.
It feels very vlog-like. It's very vloggy, like a mom vlog, but also not being a mom vlog at the same time. Of course.
It's really an appreciation for FloorWorld itself, and for the connection that she wants to make sure she's having with people that love her and have been supporting her. And that's even what you and me are trying to do with this channel now. We just had our first live in like a year and a bit. So, and that's because we want to kind of reach out and
have that interpersonal conversation with everyone that you don't normally get to have that conversation
you
with.
could tell Floor was craving that, right?
Absolutely.
Because she wants to know individually how everyone's doing, and that's what is so cool that we have learned about talking to all these artists now, is just how much these one-on-one moments mean to them.
Human interaction.
That's why you really got to go see them perform, because that's you seeing them in their true element. We all could say like, hey, maybe do this series live, but it's nice that she's doing it this way, and that if you are a member, you even can have more, because she said maybe she's going to talk more about the horses
maybe
in that Floor member thing too.
Absolutely. She even said, like, come, if you like coffee and horses, I can talk about this for hours.
Yeah.
I know not everyone's as interested as I am.
If I owned a horse, I would be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, like, those are those moments that you really get to meet people and see into their souls and their lives, their hearts. It's that heartfelt. And that's what Floor really brings to the table. She brings the heart of the home, which is why I love that she was also in the kitchen, because that's the heart of the home.
It sure is.
Where that light comes through and you're sitting and you're having your coffee and everything's relaxed. I mean, it's just such an amazing place. Everything she put together is perfectly articulated for this.
Yeah, we loved it too. So hopefully you all loved it as well. So hopefully you enjoyed it too, I think is what I said.
Hopefully you'd enjoyed it too. Okay. Yep. Think so.
We can't wait to see episode 2 of Coffee, Questions, and Answers with Floor Jansen. Thank you all for being here. We are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us. Peace and love, Chronicans.
God bless y'all.
Take care. Bye for now.
You are now exiting Enter the Chronic's rabbit hole.
Thanks for your participation.
Make sure to follow, subscribe, and put on notifications.
Hey guys, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. If you like this channel, remember to subscribe right here. And if you want to subscribe to the artist that you just heard, remember, it is right here. And if you're excited to see another video that we think you might like, click here.
Thank you so much, Chronicans, for making it this far. We love you so much.